Hey guys, Silver Skull Gamer, back again after another long, um, unintended break, but we won't get into that. So, to get back in the swing of things, um, unboxing, yay, one of my favorite things. I know people like to see what's in boxes before they buy it, or maybe sometimes unboxings get people to buy things that they weren't really planning on buying. So we just had a new Tyranid release. It's pretty big. The codex is getting a lot of internet rage, but I think the the actual face-to-face reviews or feedback that I've gotten in my gaming area is that it's actually pretty good. It's just balanced. It's well balanced internally, and there's no superstar, um, Death Star units like some of the codexes have had, except for Dark Angels. Um, so that's why it's got a lot of internet rage, and people are comparing it to 5th edition codex, um, and they're comparing it to a completely different rule set, and they have trying to make the two match up. But anyways, so I don't know. The people that I actually know actually say that it's going to be really good, really strong. So it just takes you just got to figure it out. So yeah, I like jumped in whole hog, and this unboxing is a small piece of that. You guys know I purchased an eBay Tyranid army before the codex came out. I thought it was a really good deal. I got some cool old metal models in there. Um, it's probably not the models contained within the army probably don't make a very good list if I only used those. So, um, and I'm not even just talking about competitive because I'm not a competitive player. I've won like I could probably count the number of victories I've had since I came back to 40K on one hand, and that's casual or competitive. I don't think I've ever won a competitive game, so that's not what I'm into Tyranids for. That's not really what I'm into 40K for. These Tyranids are just cool. So I was lacking some Hive Guard, so I bought some Hive Guard, which happens to also make the new Tyrant Guard with actual options. Um, in fact, let me scoot over here real quick to another eBay purchase because now these is unless I wanted to buy Finecast crap. Yes, I am a Finecast hater. You can say what you will. But my personal experience with Finecast has been crap. I know some people have had excellent stuff. I haven't. So how am I supposed to keep going back to Finecast when it's never treated me well, right? Oh goodness, I forgot how well these were packaged. Bam! I love these guys. Yes, his arm fell off. So this used to be like the only pose for Tyrant Guard was this. This was it. That was the model. There are no options, no anything. But I still think they're awesome because I thought that this model, basically, you knew what it was by looking at it. It was walking wounds. It was something that would just soak up damage, and that's what its sole purpose was. Because it's just a ball of chitinous armor and claws. That's what it was. So I got 3 of these suckers and another Hive Tyrant. Well, actually a Swarm Lord because he comes with all the little arms, and but they they messed up the polarity on their magnetization, which they failed to mention in the eBay description. No big deal, but I just thought that was funny that the guy messed up the polarity on one side of the Swarm Lord, so I have to fix that. So now we have a plastic kit for 2 formerly metal only sets that you had to buy one by one, and like the metal or the fine casts, I think, are almost $30 a piece, over $20, somewhere between $20 and $30 a piece for single figures. But you get this dual kit for, I think, retail of, I forget, crap. It's like 60. You save money, okay? Because you do get 3 guys, and now you get options. Because the Hive Guard used to come with only this gun, only. Now they have a new weapon, which haven't even read the rules yet. But I think this spike rifle or whatever this is still probably the best weapon. So I've been rambling now for 5 minutes. Let's just get into the meat of this video. Let's look at some highly detailed, overpriced plastic crack. Alrighty. So, a lot of stuff. Games Workshop has definitely learned to maximize the space available in their sprues. There's no longer the, just square, the sprues always had a midsection and then little squares. They have jammed stuff in since, was it Dark Vengeance? Yeah. Dark Vengeance, right? That was the last, yeah. So the last starter set, they have just really upped their game as far as just the detail in the plastic and the space efficiency of their sprues. I mean, this is a lot of pieces. I mean, this is a big box. I mean, that's how thick that is. That's like twice the thickness of a, almost said Stormtrooper, Space Marine Tac Squad box. Okay, so let's see what we got. We got, this is sprue 3. No, these aren't numbered. But the pieces have numbers, which is good because there's a lot of pieces and they're kind of confusing. So we've got tops of the back carapace, torso, thorax, I guess thorax maybe. 2 halves of a back piece. We've got some, there's 1 leg, 1 hoofed leg, 2 legs. Okay, we've got the forearms for, yeah, these are Hive Guard forearms with their little knuckles on the ground. There's the end, there's 1 end of one of the, is it a spike rifle? I don't remember. The traditional Hive Guard weapon. There's an arm bit, probably goes with the gun arm. We got a crushing claw. Sorry, guys. Crushing claw for the Tyrant Guard. Some carapace armor with battle damage now, which is really cool. Let's see how we can. Is it focusing? Nope. But you guys can see it. There. Oh, what? Sorry, the camera's facing me, so everything's mirrored here. Come on, do it, do it. Yeah, whatever. You guys see it. So, oh, there it was. This is rake of bullet impacts, which is pretty cool. Like there's a slash mark on this piece. Come on, you. You can see it just there. There's a slash mark across that. A lot of detail. This stuff just looks good. Looks like we've got a tail bit. So here's the tail bit. Tail comes down. There's where it looks like the rear legs go in. There's the rest of the gun, which, looking at the box, it is the same. So the only difference in the gun, if we look, looks like we may be able to you may be able to magnetize this, because if you look, here's the 2 guns, but if you look, the hands all the way up to past the hands, so from here back, is the same. It's just the underbits, the feeding tubes or whatever, and then the front part. So these could very well be magnetized, um, which is good. Magnetization is definitely cool. Maximize the use of your kits, whether they intend that or not. I don't think they do. I still think they intend you to build one set and then just have useless bits laying around for conversions. Well, I guess not useless, but I don't think they really want people to magnetize. I think they want you to buy more stuff because they don't make their models with magnet holes like some third-party companies from Poland. Um, so here's another sprue, and quick cursory glance, it is exactly the same. And as a matter of fact, these are all the same. So they have built. This is pretty cool. They now have one model, or actually two, technically, per sprue. No, wait, these are slightly different. I'm gonna eat my words here. So they're okay. There are very slight differences, and I just noticed because this sprue has a piece of basing, which is pretty cool. Where'd he go? Yep. Like I said, this is all reversed for me. So see that Space Marine chest plate? Ugh, gosh, I'm terrible at this. See, I need to do more videos so I can get muscle memory down. That is a Space Marine torso that you can put on the base. That's pretty cool. But other than that, yes, these are pretty much one sprue per monster. Because you've got the two halves of the torso, right? Upper torso. You've got the tail bit. These are the. Let's look at the box. Okay, yeah. So these armor bits are for the Hive Tyrant Guard. So these would go over the top of this and then make the extra little shoulder flaring pads. See how they flare out the Tyrant Guard? Oh, glare. So you got the little wingy bits on the shoulders compared to that. So that's this piece, which has battle damage. And you can catch it right there in the light where my finger is. So that's cool. They've got battle damage in there. There's the new one half of the new weapon with the little dangly bits. And then here's the other half of that weapon, the front part. I don't know how you would magnetize it and still maintain these dangly bits. I don't know. You could just cut them off. I mean, you know, that would make it a lot easier. You don't have to worry about that. But if you really want to magnetize them, I would just cut these off. Even this little feeding tube on this one, just so you don't have to worry about it, because you can't magnetize those tubes. Unless for me to paint, really. So overall, it's really detailed, lots of detail. You can lots of options now because you can build either Hive Guard or Tyrant Guard, and with the Hive Guard, you can definitely magnetize. And probably, let's check the. Oh no, they are a little different. So the forearms. I mean, if you really wanted to, the Hive Guard and Tyrant Guard do have different set of middle arms, I guess you could say. So here's the Tyrant Guard's middle set of arms, which are bulkier. They actually have armor on them. Flip over to the Hive Guard, they don't. They're actually more like unarmored appendages. But if you really just wanted to maximize your money, you could probably just build the Tyrant Guard, magnetize the top set of arms, and all the arm sets, and there you go. So pretty cool kit. I I've got a paint job already in mind that I use on Dawn of War 2. What's it called? Exterminatus or whatever, where you kind of co-op with the commander characters. That's where I used it. It's not. I'm not going to do a traditional Leviathan or Kraken or let's see, Leviathan, Kraken. I think there's one that starts with a D or something. Anyways, do my own paint job. And Tyranids, it's going to be a tabletop army because I've got a lot of models to paint. I will spend more time on some of the monstrous creatures, the centerpieces, but overall, when I do get to this project, it's going to go, I plan for it to go pretty quick. It's basically base coat the model in the flesh tone, paint the carapace, wash it, and you're pretty much done. I mean, for your swarmy models, that's really all you need to do to get it on the tabletop, and then maybe you can go back later and add some details. But I mean, let's face it, when you're putting groups of 30 4-point models on the board that are going to just half of them are going to be picked up on the first turn, are you really going to spend that much time on them? I'm not. Like I said, you guys know I'm a tabletop painter. Casual gamer, so I'm, I just do like to have painted stuff on the table. So, quick unboxing, sort of, not really, because I rambled about some stuff, but as I tend to do, this is a good kit. If you can get it on a discount on the internet or your local game store, I suggest you get it if you're into Tyranids, because now it's a dual kit, no more metal fine cast shenanigans with no options, where you have to try to convert the options that are in the book for the model. So, good kit, highly detailed, good deal. Really, honestly, it actually does save you money, even though just the, if you didn't know that the fine cast single models, if you bought 3 of them, would cost you like $75 to almost $90 for three of these guys, or 3 of these guys for that matter. If you didn't know that and you saw the price tag of this box, like 3 models for $75 or whatever it is, that's a lot. Well, it is, but actually for Games Workshop, this is actually a deal. Even at retail, because of the cost of the fine cast single models, this is still a deal at full retail. And then you go to a local gaming store, preferably, or the internet, which I admit I did get this from Amazon because I got a gift card for Christmas, like you guys know. So this is the result of the Amazon gift card. These guys. So I suggest you get it if you're into Tyranids or thinking about getting into Tyranids. You need this set. This is cool. Cool stuff. All right, guys. I will catch you sooner than later. Hope.